The music is Cosmo Entertainer. It is a ragtime piano music composed in 1902 by Scott Joplin. The fingers belong to a 5th grade student, Joaquin Barriga. My name is Jocelyn Pacheco. February is African American History Month, so this month we will focus mostly on African American contribution and what makes this country unique from all other countries. But first, our headlines.
My name is Jocelyn Tijera. The 2018 through 2019 student enrollment forms must be completed and returned to your classroom teacher no later than Friday, February 9th. The first 2 classes who submitted 100% of their completed forms will earn a pizza party. So students, don't forget to turn in your enrollment form.
On Thursday, February 8th, all kindergarten classes will be out on a field trip to the Centennial Farm. Centennial Farm is a 3-acre working farm at the Ozzie Fair, an event center created to educate youth about agriculture and its importance to their daily life. Centennial Farm is a home to fruit and vegetable gardens, livestock, and the Mediterranean barn. Have fun, kindergartners.
The Hoover Elementary Design a T-shirt contest is now on. Your design must be in color. It also must include a school name or a mascot and use school colors. The winning design will be printed on a T-shirt. Just imagine your design on a T-shirt. By the way, all entries are due on February 28th.
Our PBIS focus of the week is responsibility. Being responsible means making good daily choices in the classroom, playground, lunch area, and in the hallways. Responsible people are people that you can trust, that can be trusted and relied. So students, please be responsible every day.
Thursday, February 9th, will be our Student of the Month Assembly. Students who have completed the GG program, excelling in Lexia program, will also be awarded. Congratulations, students.
Good morning, Hoover. My name is Roberto. February is African American History Month. It is also known as Black History Month. In 1619, the Dutch introduced the forceful capturing of Africans and bringing them to America, planting the seeds of slavery. On the backs of African slaves, this nation became an powerhouse. Cotton, tobacco, and other crops brought many slaves owner wealth and power. The story of Black History Month begins in 1950, half a century after the 13th Amendment abolished slavery in the United States. That September, the Harvard-trained the historian Carter Woodson and the prominent minister Jess Moreland found the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, an organization dedicated to researching and promoting achievements by Black Americans and other people of African descent. The month of February also coincided with the birthdays of President Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. President Gerald Ford officially recognized the Black History Month in 1976, calling upon the public to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. Today, American culture is rich with color and beauty, thanks to the countless talents of many African Americans in music, theater, sports, visual, and written arts. You can learn more about the Black History Month on history.com. You can also click on the link below.
Now we go to Carlos, Nada, and Alexander for this month in history.
Good morning, Hoover. This is a month in history. February 1960 in Greensboro, North Carolina, 4 African American students sat down and ordered coffee at a lunch counter inside a Woolworth store. They were refused service, but they did not leave. Instead, they waited all day. The scene was repeated over the next few days, with protests spreading to other southern states, resulting in eventual arrest over 1,600 persons for participating in sit-ins.
In 2003, 16 minutes before it was scheduled to land, the space shuttle Columbia broke apart in flight over West Texas, killing all 7 crew members. The accident may have resulted from damage caused during liftoff when a piece of insulating foam from the external fuel tank broke off, piercing a hole in the shuttle's left wing that allowed hot gases to penetrate the wing upon re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. This was the second space shuttle lost in flight. In January 1986, Challenger exploded during liftoff.
1870, the 15th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was ratified, guaranteed the right of citizens to vote regardless of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. In 1821, the first female doctor in the U.S., Elizabeth Blackwell, was born near Bristol, England. As a girl, her family moved to New York State. She was awarded her MD by the Medical Institute of New York in 1849. She established a hospital in New York City ran by all female staff. She was also active in training women to be nurses for service in the American Civil War.
Words Are Birds by Francisco Alarcón. Words are birds that arrive with books and spring. They love clouds, the wind, and trees. Some words are messengers that come from far away. For them, they are no borders, only stars, moon, and sun. Some words are familiar, like hummingbirds. Others are exotic, like the Quetzal bird. Some can stand the cold, others migrate with the sun to the south. Some words die caged. They are hard to translate, and others build nests. Chicks, warm them, feed them, teach them how to fly, and one day they go away and eat flocks. Letters on this page are the prints they leave by the sea. My name is Carmen. Goodbye.
Our guest interview of the week is Miss Werner. Miss Werner is one of our success teachers. Watch this.
Good morning, Miss Warner.
Good morning.
First of all, thank you for taking your time to sit here with us. When and why did you decide to become a teacher?
I was a senior in college, and I had been working with children with autism as part of my internship, and I really fell in love with teaching the students I was working with. And I was working on my psychology degree and thought I really want to apply it to the classroom.
Tell me about your first day as a teacher.
Overwhelming. I was scared. I was nervous. I felt very overwhelmed because I knew I had all of these students and I was responsible for them, and I wanted to make it their best first day too.
How is teaching different from how you imagined it to be?
I will say that before I was a mom, I was a teacher one way, and I saw it teaching. I still wanted to do the best for my students, but when I became a mom, I became a different teacher. So I saw them, they were always my students, they were always like my children, but I just saw the students just a little bit different.
Tell me about a time when teaching made you feel hopeful.
Every time one of my students gets an idea and it clicks with them, it makes sense to them, or when they're moved from one class to a next class, I know I have helped them.
What is the most challenging moment you've experienced in the classroom?
I would say for that one, on those days when, every time we have a rainy day, especially when we have a rainy day and we are stuck inside for days and days, and all of us go a little crazy, don't we? And I want to keep them entertained, and I want to let them have fun, but I also remember that I have to keep them learning.
How would you like your students to remember you?
That I loved every single one of them.
Was there a teacher or teachers who had a particular strong influence on your life? What did you learn about teaching from them?
My 7th and 8th grade teacher, her name was Mrs. Schumann, and she always took the time and believed in every single one of us. And also my 7th and 8th grade teacher, Mr. Oakley, every single one of us, because we all went to school as kindergartners all the way through 8th grade. And he was that fun, crazy teacher that made us know that learning was fun, or helped us view learning was fun, and was very creative when he did it.
Looking back, what advice would you give to yourself in your first year of teaching?
Not to be so stressed out, knowing that everything was going to be okay, because in the end, as one of my bosses taught me, is they can teach me how to be a teacher, but they can't teach me how to love the kids.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Cassandra, for that great interview. Now here is Kathy with our quote of the week.
Our quote of the week comes from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We have all come from different ships, but we're all in the same boat now. This simply means that it doesn't matter where our grandfathers are from, we're all in the same country today, and our citizens in our communities have empathy for all people, and it is wrong to separate others. Respect and one another and treat them the way you want to be treated. People should like you for your identity and not hate you for your color or race. My name is Kathy. Bye for now.
This has been our presentation for this week. Thanks to Kathy, Cassandra, Carlos, Nada, Alexander, Carmen, and Roberto for contributing to this episode. On behalf of Ms. Brown's class, thank you, and we will see you later.
Goodbye.